If you go in the toilet and you use the wrong foot, will that prevent you from going to heaven? What issue? What does that have to do? What's the point in this? What's the point? What's the point? And the man said about you're eating hygiene. You have to wash your hand. Hygiene.
Bro, it's not rocket science to know that you don't wipe your ass and you wash your hands.
And it's not
standard hygiene.
You would have liked us to vote against Russia.
It's too sunny.
You haven't answered me. If you don't use the toilet with the right hand, will that prevent you from going to heaven?
So then well, I guess what he's trying to do
full of human feces.
There you go, yeah.
That's the reason.
because people don't wash their hands.
If you do not want, if you don't
wash your hands, let me soak.
If you do not want to accept certain basic premises, then you've got a hard road ahead.
Well, I've got a hard road ahead. No, but I'm saying because I do that. I go to the toilet and I'm sitting on the toilet. I take the toilet paper and I wipe my ass, flush, put it in the toilet, flush, wash my hands. I go and I eat with my right hand.
Did you read that in a book?
Pardon?
Did you read that in a book?
No.
You were taught that, weren't you?
Yeah, but man, that's normal stuff.
And where did your parents learn it from? And then ancestors?
From theirs.
Yeah,
From theirs.
Huh?
From theirs.
From theirs.
It wasn't a book.
It wasn't a book.
You don't need a book to tell you to wipe your ass. If you need a book to tell you to wipe your ass, I'd question how intelligent you are. I'd question how intelligent you are. You've got to wash your hands after you shit. Yeah, well, no shit, girl. You know that.
The word ancestors, they didn't have toilet paper.
I've got a Muslim brother, a Muslim brother, a friend. I'm just saying to you, I've got, what do you mean, forget about it? I've got a 72-year-old Muslim brother in Modern. Me and him, we eat together. He doesn't ask me unless, oh, don't eat with your right hand because this is a man that is from Pakistan. He's my best friend in England. He's my best friend in England. I've been to his daughter's wedding. I was welcome on the table eating with him. We had a bowl, we eating together.
Which hand? Which hand?
Did you wash your hand when you went to the toilet?
What do you mean, man? Of course I wash my hand. Why you ask me that?
Did you read it in a book?
He's from Pakistan. He was born Muslim. Muslim is 69 or 70.
Islam is a way of
You know what I
life,
mean?
man. A to Z. Alphabet to us. A to Z. How to eat to go to the
How to eat?
You know what you have to do, brother?
Do you know how stupid you have to be for someone to teach you that you have to wash your hands after
Yeah, I
you
know, I
shit?
know.
You know what I mean?
No, you have to be really dumb for someone to teach you.
Step one,
Write
you're going
down
to
in the
step
book.
100.
I said, oh, that's what I've got to
Understand
do.
step
All this
100.
time I was running around with shit on my hand, and I didn't know why I had to read it.
Respectfully,
Really?
you are proving that you can be so dumb sometimes that you can't see what is wrong.
What do you mean he's going to be so dumb? That's an intent. You're nuts, man. No, you're trying something. He's nuts. You just, man, please, you think you're in a different...
He should walk away.
You are, I'm telling you directly, you are the most stupid guy I've ever met.
He is.
I'm telling you straight.
Here.
I don't business.
And you are the most clever.
I don't be, good luck to you, and make sure you put that on video.
It's live.
I am.
It's live. It's
You're
live. Don't worry.
You're talking a different, you're trying to pull this up. You don't even know this guy.
You say he's clever and who's
I've spoken to
not
this
clever.
brother there.
That doesn't
I've
give you
spoken to
anything.
one brother's man. Even this man.
I'm trying to be. I'm a anyway.
Okay, he's being diplomatic. He's diplomatic way I can see where he's I can see where he's
You
going.
only express an opinion.
That doesn't make it true.
You said he doesn't know it.
And then this fool over there, saying about Islam is straight. You go learn how to wash your hand and all that. He knows it. He knows it. Just wash your fucking hands. Wash your hands. What's wrong with you, Lord?
You do well, you're good.
I'm Muslim too.
I'm cool, my brother. I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm safe. I'm cool. Okay.
He's not going to shake it. You know, shaking the hand will go. Yeah, shake the hand with the left hand.
Did you wash your hands? Did you wash your hands?
No, I haven't after I touched him.
Nah,
Are you okay?
No, but we're just going straight.
He says, I didn't talk about Israel. So, should I answer his question?
From my perspective, my opinion, talking silly and dumb ends the conversation. You see, they got the
I will.
they got the
Point out his as
Listen, I
Jim by they all get out of the Islam countries, come to the West, and bring their Muslim mentality.
If any Allah were to choose whoever want to be Muslim, whoever want to be Jews, who want to be Christian, he must judge them at the end of the judgment. That's not my job. As a Muslim, I need to be kind to everyone. As a man, he told you he had somebody experience than you and I. He doesn't need to learn from him how to wash hand or not. He need to treat him as a human being. Brother, it's a time for the Buddhist to break, go ahead. It's a time for the Christianity to break, go ahead. Brother, hold on a second. I'm gonna pray. I've been praying in Russia. I've been praying in Poland. I've been praying. Nobody bothered me because they see me straightforward. As Islam belongs to Allah, not to the human being. No, when the culture start fucking hijacking Islam, that's the problem. Start. Each one of us start giving an opinion. Each of this stupid, horrible people as a scholar start making Islam as a terror. Islam is a peace, my brother. Allah is a beautiful. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a beautiful. We're not following the path. And goodbye.
That's what I'm saying to you. You need to respect everybody. And all what I'm saying to you, the hands and the going in the toilet, that is nothing at all.
Let the brother, he's there.
In self-defense, Israel fight people attack them.
Put him down.
I'm saying
Come, please, tell him that.
I'm saying my
Tell him, please.
I'm saying my
Tell him, have I put you down? Tell him, come on.
Yes or no?
Come on, tell him. I want you to tell him. Tell him that.
I'm saying it.
I am right in front of you. You can't tell him how to done that.
Be honest.
It's only the two of us started the conversation. Tell him that, please. Have I spoken to you?
If you tell me that he wasn't, I would say, okay, then I apologize. I take it back. But it's still my opinion.
This guy's funny. It was the two of us who started the conversation.
Like I said, excuse me.
What with this guy?
Did he put you down?
I'm right in front of you.
What do you mean leave you out of the mess? It's a question. Did he put you down?
It was the three of us who started the conversation.
You don't want to say anything against his brother, that's what it is, right? So then he's asked you a question. Did he put you down?
Have I put you down? What did I say to put you down? Come on,
Can't get your tongue now. Well then, did he put you down? What do you mean? Did he put you down?
You are horrible. Don't say that. Just in front of me, you can't tell this guy no.
Tell the truth, man.
He put you down.
I said he was trying to
I
put
am
you down
right.
all this time.
Put you down how?
And you see,
Is that how you feel like he put you down?
Put you down how? You asked me question, we had a conversation. What did I say to you?
Did he put you down?
No, he's gonna check the book. He's gonna check the book.
So why were you just speaking on me?
It's the third sentence. I'll read it here. Out of reminder of female advice by religion that sought against women in almost every area of life. It's the third, not the first. I was doing it from memory.
But still, it's good to practice. It's a good reminder of the thoughts we committed when we don't have the article in front of us. So actually, my first sentence was, what is International Women's Day? You read my article, you realise that actually the questions I'm asking about are actually questions to do with women. It's to do with female aggression, and the real is Nike quite likely choose to post a picture on International Women's Day. Now, second fairness, I appreciate the long-term sentence. This is what let me read it again. The sentence is this. What is the hijab about? And I put it's an reminder of female oppression of life. Now, I appreciate that Muslims, that is a strong sentence claim to make, but I would like to back up that claim, and I don't want it to back up the opinion of Muslims, but I want to back up the scriptures and to add my shoulder and we go straight back to the scriptures. Seven areas in the Quran where women are subjugated. So, for example, in Surah 4, women are subjugated in marriage. Men have wives, but a man, men can have four wives, but women can only have four husbands. They're also subjugated physically. This is in Surah 4, where she can be punished and beaten if her husband suspects her conduct. She's subjugated sexually. Read back that in Surah Ayah 223, where it says that a man can go to his wife to follow his sexual misconduct rights. We look at the example of wives. This is in Surah 33, Ayah 33. They're told to stay in their houses, so they're subjugated economically. They're also subjugated in inheritance. If we go to Surah 4, Ayah 11, we read that the male heir is entitled to twice as much inheritance as a female heir, and they're also subjugated legally. We see this in Surah 2, Ayah 282, where a woman's testimony is worth half that of a man. And then this is number 7. This is the one that disturbs me as most of all, and it makes me feel for Muslim women. Effectively, the Quran subjugates them in essence. It says in Surah 34, Allah has made men to excel women. Okay, just want to contrast that briefly with Genesis 1, verse 27. God created man in his own image, in the image of God. He created them, male and female, he created them. So my question to you is, can you show me this verse? Can you show me anything in the Quran that discredits the verses that I've given, that discredits the status of women, where they're not subjugated?
Just a point of information here. When I challenged them a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't just on this article, and you can see the video all over YouTube. It was about their general hatred towards Muslims and the way Muslims have been demonized in a way that people are pouring oil on fire, contributing to increasing Islamophobia in Europe. And this was parallel historically, by the way, the Nazis were increasingly demonized, so the Jews were increasingly demonized by the Nazis. I made that specific historical parallel. Now, in your now infamous article on hijab, you asked, what is International Women's Day? To celebrate women and to bring to the world's attention wherever they are oppressed or treated unequally because of their gender. Surely, what is the hijab about, she claims? It's an outward reminder of female oppression, she claims, by a religion that subjugates women in almost every area of life. Now, before we look at the true function of the hijab, which we'll come to, we need to ask, are Christians being hypocritical here? Let's look at the New Testament references to women and their status. Remember, if Lizzy is not to be a hypocrite and operate blatant double standards, she must acknowledge that what the New Testament says about women and accept it as true and from God. So let's see how she deals with these passages. Let a woman learn in silence and submission. I permit no woman to teach or have authority over a man. She must keep silent. For Adam was formed first, then Eve. Adam was not deceived, but the woman was deceived and became a transgressor. Yet she will be saved through having babies, provided they continue in faith, love and holiness with modesty. 1 Timothy 2:11. So women are to be quiet and they'll be saved from having babies. That's according to the Apostle Paul. Another example, as in all the churches of the saints, women should be silent in the churches, for they are not permitted to speak. They should be subordinate, as the law also says. If there's anything they desire to know, let them ask their husbands at home. For it is shameful for women to speak in church. Shameful. That anyone who claims to be a prophet or have spiritual powers must recognize that what I'm writing to you is a commandment from the Lord. A commandment from the Lord. Anyone who does not recognize this is not to be recognized. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verses 33 to 38. Let's continue. I want you to understand that Christ is the head of every man, and the husband is the head of his wife. And then he goes on and says, any woman who prays or prophesies with her head unveiled disgraces her husband. It's the one and the same thing as having her head shaved. And then it goes on, A man ought to have his head, ought not to have his head veiled, because he is the image and reflection of God. But the woman is a reflection of man. The woman is not made in the image of God, according to Paul. Indeed, man was not made for the woman, but woman was made for the man. And that was, 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 2 to 16. Remember, she believes in the Bible. She must believe this is from God, this is the word of the Lord. If she disagrees with this, then what does it say here? If she disagrees with this teaching, then she has no status at all. Finally, it says here, I want women to dress modestly, with decency and propriety, adorning themselves, not with elaborate hairstyles or gold or pearls or expensive clothes. This is 1 Timothy 2:9. Now compare this with Lizzy's stated view, and I apologise for the bad language she uses. She writes, shouldn't women be free to wear whatever the heck they like? Yes, she says. Yes, she says? Wow. Now, we can see now that Lizzy is a secularist, a liberal Westerner who ignores the teaching of the Bible that she claims to follow. These passages do not teach gender equality at all, but the subordination of women to men. Women must be silenced. Women must be saved by having babies. Women are not made in the image of God, but the image of a man, whereas the husbands are made in the image of God. The husband is the head of the wife, and so on. So much for International Women's Day. It's clear that Lizzy's militant feminism and egalitarian views are not biblical at all. Her hatred of the hijab stems from a Western xenophobic dislike of Muslims and their clothes.
That is.
I'm forced to conclude sadly that
Being
Lizzy
humble and apologising for your mistakes, that
operates
is love.
blatant
That's what our prophet
double
teaches.
standards.
Not the other way around.
Many Christians who are honest about the Bible, unlike sadly J. Smith and Lizzy, argue that unlike the misogynist Paul, Jesus believed in gender equality and good treatment of women. But the Gospels sometimes tell a different story. And I'll have to leave that to my next example.
Okay, thank you so much.